Hello, everyone. Welcome in to a show sometimes discussing sports. But here's where sports and movies collide. Patrick Patterson put this out on the Players Tribune. Here's the cover. Discussing Wakanda and discussing Black Panther. Here's what he wrote, and then we'll discuss. Wakanda is this amazing place, this mythical country in Africa that is home of the Black Panther. It's a sort of alternate universe in which black people, freed from the shackles and context of their history, have only prospered. The idea of Wakanda is something that means a lot of things to a lot of people. He continues, it's one of those things where if you're going to do Black Panther right, you can't mess it up. But I think the director, Ryan Coogler, who also did Creed and many others, and his team do it justice beyond most fans' wildest dreams. In his vision, Wakanda is this beautiful metropolis full of color and life, and also this, something extra. It's hard to explain. It's almost like Wakanda is a character in the movie. I never thought about it that way. All on its own. It's almost like Wakanda is this state of mind where anything feels possible.
I agree with that part.
And then lastly, the movies, let's stop right here. Which part?
It's a state of mind.
I never thought about it that way.
Well, because for a long time, you've watched Black Panther?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Great movie.
Incredible.
So
I don't go to the movies. Like, I think I should state that.
Who are you? So when did you watch it? Tell me you didn't watch it illegally. I hope you invested money in a great film. Did you watch it illegally?
No.
Good.
I just said I went to the movies.
Oh.
I went.
I didn't hear that part. I heard you don't like going to the movies.
Yeah, I said I don't go to the movies, but I went to this.
Okay, continue.
Here's why I don't go to the movies, real quick. 10 seconds. Parking, driving, parking, dealing with people, getting seats, paying for not only the tickets, which border on $40, and then also everything that comes with it. Okay, go ahead.
Good timing.
Thank you.
I mean, aside from like the ticket thing, it's not even a big deal. We live in 2018.
2 more seconds. So I like watching at home because it's cheaper. Okay, yes.
We're in 2018 where you can buy your tickets online on your phone so you can avoid the lines. Or you can get Movie Pass. No, shameless, no plug.
All right,
there you go. There you go. Greg's showing it to you, man.
Wakanda.
Anyway, Wakanda's a state of mind because if you watch the movie, which I've been able to watch it, I think I watched it 3 times, for sure 2 times, where you start forgetting it's Black Panther. You start forgetting it's a Marvel film. You're being brainwashed in the best way that it's just Wakanda.
There, huh?
And
in the best way, though. Like, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
But it's just like Wakanda to where like you want to learn everything. And if you're in Wakanda, there's this power that you feel. If you're a part of Wakanda, from like the lip thing to like their handshakes, like, yeah, I practiced everything. Yeah, I was a big fan. I loved it.
But
it's definitely a state of mind.
Because, go further a little bit.
So if you're for example, like in the movie, which I'm sure many have seen, and if you haven't, small spoiler alert, Wakanda's like ahead of its time, right? So everything you've learned about African Americans, it's just trash and BS. Like Wakanda they're ahead in technology, like years and years and years ahead of technology. So you start by connecting it by it being a state of mind is you start feeling this empowerment that for a long time has been not shunned, but kind of removed from a lot of African Americans, right? So, and it takes place in 2018 in our time, and then they go back into Wakanda's time, which is the exact same time, only their technology is like 3018.
Right.
So yeah, if you're an African American, you start feeling a level of entitlement and a level of empowerment. But it was great to see. He's right. It was great to see a story told in the right way. I'm half African American, so it was great to see that part.
I think there was one more part of Patrick Patterson's write-up about Black Panther. So here's what he said: the movies are supposed to be this place where you could shake free of your history and really become anything you want to be. And for too long, for black kids growing up, that hasn't been the case. For too long, young black boys and young black girls have had to go to the movies and live out someone else's dream. I mean, that's deep. Really good. For too long, those kids have had to stare through the window at the Wakanda that is cinema without ever being fully let in. And now finally, that's changing. That is a testament to Ryan Coogler. That is a testament to Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, everybody that was on the cast, every writer that was there, the vision that they had for this film. And I'm glad that Patrick Patterson is preaching this, and I would love to have him on the show to go a little bit further as well, because I understand the metaphor that he is using now that occurred towards the tail end, which was this is an escape, but it's also somewhat a reflection of reality, and that there are going to be better times, and you are better than what maybe some people think of you, or what the news thinks of you, or all the outside factors that are limiting and hindering your existence for their own gain. Right. I completely get it, and I applaud Patrick Patterson for writing this.
Absolutely, I got more of a hopeful feeling, like in the tail end when he speaks about seeing things through the window, right, and it being Wakanda being the cinema, and it being the movies, like. He kind of just painted a picture of, I don't know, you watch all these films, right? And there's nobody that you can relate to. Well, at least if you're a person of color, there's not many that you can relate to. But you love these movies. You love these movies so much, and you kind of try to envision yourself, but it's like, realistically, that's not me. And here comes this amazing movie, Black Panther, that gives young kids of color an opportunity to paint the picture that they've been envisioning in their head, for a couple years now, and really show it to them, and bring it to real life. So it's really, I think it was more of a hopeful. It was a hopeful something. It's not coming
message.
To me. Definitely hopeful message, but I think it's a little beyond that. I can't think of the right word to use for this, but we'll go for this example being a hopeful message.
All righty, Patrick Patterson. You're welcome anytime. We'd love to talk to you. Let us know your thoughts, youtube.com/GYT Sports.